What if I told you that after watching this video, you could influence anyone with just your voice? Whether it's a crowd of people at an assembly or just one person in an interrogation room, implementing these vital techniques are a game changer when it comes to speaking with more confidence and influence. And it makes sense because your voice is the reason someone chooses to trust you, believe in you, and like you. Number 1, make a good vocal first impression. As a number of the Success Bistro's previous videos have stated time and time again, first impressions are everything, and those critical 7 seconds can make or break a relationship. And for this reason, focusing on your vocal first impression is also very important. Listen to me say hello in 6 different ways. Hello. 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 Realize that you were only listening to my voice, yet you probably heard the emotion through every single greeting. Keep in mind that when you're on the phone, people can hear if you're having a bad day through your tone. People can hear if talking to them makes you happy. And in this case, according to research, the most likable and charismatic hello was the happy one, the second one I did. So next time you're walking into an interview, go ahead and extract your inner cheer before you open your mouth. Number 2, master these variables. Okay, so we've gotten over the basics, like when you're introducing yourself. Now let's talk about certain variables that can drastically impact how optimal your voice sounds. The maximum resonance point. This is the point in your personal vocal range that will make you sound the loudest, the creamiest, the most relaxed while speaking. It varies per person, but here's how you can find yours. So what you've got to do first is figure out where the lowest note you can sing comfortably is and the highest note you can sing comfortably is. And so for me, you can use like a virtual piano or something. Like you can go higher, you can go like A, B, B, B. So like usually for most people, their vocal range is about 16 white notes. So like I'm gonna say my lowest is gonna be like around here, G. And if you go 16 notes up, you're going to end up somewhere here. What you have to do after you find that range is go to the lowest note you can possibly sing and take your whole range and divide it by 4 white notes. So for me, my vocal range is 16 notes. So if I divide it by 4, that'd be 4 notes. Now a quarter of the way up is like the number you count. So from G, I'm going to count 4 notes. B, A, B, C. So this C is my maximum resonance point. C, C, C. This is the note I should stay at when I'm talking to sound the best. C, C, C. So now go ahead and find yours and figure out your own maximum resonance point. And here's the coolest part. Most people aren't doing this. So by finding your ideal vocal range, you're already one step ahead of the rest. Optimize your speaking rate. So the average American converses at a speaking rate of 120 to 150 words per minute. However, as a study published, people who talk at a moderately fast pace, about 195 words per minute, were found to be more intelligent and persuasive. I'm not telling you to start talking so undeniably fast that you are hard to understand, but try to avoid talking too slowly because this can project you as boring. Be sure to check yourself during different situations, as it's common to talk too quickly when you're presenting to a stage and too slowly when you're being confronted by someone else. Find that just right sweet spot and stick to it. Get rid of vocal fry. Vocal fry is when we speak without having enough breath, so our vocal cords can't rub against each other. It's overall a very uncomfortable thing to try to have to listen to. So combating this can be as simple as making sure you drink enough water and mastering the art of breathing. Vocal warm-ups before going on stage can also help with this technique. And before we go to the next tip, the Success Bistro wants to apologize for the long hiatus and announce our new project that has been in the making for a long time. Go ahead and check out our new podcast on Spotify now. It's called Spilling Psychology, and the link is in the description below. Number 3, utilize your body language. Using your body to command how influential your voice is can change your voice game forever. By just standing with a more confident posture, one can ultimately enhance the tone of their voice. Avoid pitching, just have a friendly conversation. When you start talking, you may have a goal in your mind. You might be wanting to sell something. You might be wanting to persuade someone. However, letting this goal be very obvious is something you might want to avoid doing. Instead, pretend you're having a comfortable conversation with a friend and start from there. On top of this, laugh genuinely. It makes you feel more friendly and likable. Mirror. Mirroring is the behavior in which one person unconsciously imitates the gestures, speech patterns, or attitudes of another. It can be a very useful technique, but also a very hard one to get right. However, if it's done correctly, it can bring you miracle results. This is a technique that helps you build trust, connection, and power. Check out the Success Bistro's other video on how to master this technique for a more in-detailed guide. Ultimately, your voice is more powerful than you think it is. Thank you for watching this video and subscribe to the Success Bistro to win people over one step at a time.